Curtis, I have an important question to ask you.
I'm sure.
What was it like growing up and watching Carson?
Daily?
Johnny?
Yeah.
No, from Queer Eye.
I've met Carson Daly. He was a little.
Ooh.
Wow.
I did
Eat
meet
shit, Carson Daly. We know you listen to the show.
I did meet Carson Daly once.
We need to boost these numbers.
We were
A
peers.
great way to do that is with beefs. You know, like this
Beefs?
Kendrick
Yeah.
beef. Everyone's talking about Kendrick and Drake now. We got to start a beef.
Us and-
and why not Carson Daly?
So
we had one.
That'll bring the kids into this show.
What are the kids like?
We got to hear what they're saying about
talk shit
Carson
on Carson
Daly.
Daly. I haven't heard the name Carson Daly in so many years.
Yeah.
I think right now is the first time I've heard the name Carson Daly since, I don't know, fucking like high school.
Yes.
It's very funny that you. Well, I guess you said Carson and did not mean Carson Daly.
No,
But I
thought
said
Johnny.
Carson Daly because
he thought Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny was my first thought.
I don't know why you thought Carson Daly.
Wait, did I-
It's too young for you.
You said Carson Daly.
I said Carson
Yeah.
Daly.
Oh,
I know it's too young.
Carson Daly was too young for you.
I was on TRL. It came up the other day. That's why I thought it was weird.
Were you really?
You were on TRL?
Yes.
That's one
Where
of the
and
people
when?
who was happy to be there
Yeah.
in New York City.
No, they came to. So they did a TRL at your house sweepstakes challenge,
Uh-huh.
and
What?
yeah, and a person
You what? No, someone you knew?
someone that was close enough to my hometown won, and my dad knew the neighbors, and so we got in, snuck our little 13-year-old bodies up on stage. I was on stage.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, they built like a stage around her
Do you
above
not have
her
a clip of
above ground
this?
pool. Not readily available.
Wait, they built the stage around her above.
Yeah, so everyone's got above ground
Most
pools.
Ohio shit I've ever heard.
This
in
was
my life.
technically across the border in Indiana.
Oh,
so.
even more so.
Oh, even grosser, fucking Indianans.
Yeah.
Indianans?
Not Indians.
Indianites?
No, we're fine with those. The Indianans.
Does the listener know what TRL is? Do we have?
Oh, we're not that. Oh, fucking Liam probably doesn't. Little baby child. What is this, a semblance of letters they keep saying? Liam, back in the day before YouTube, we had to watch MTV to try and see music videos, and TRL was a show on MTV, hosted by Carson Daly. You might know him from The Voice. Is that the one he hosts?
I have
Yes.
no idea.
Yeah.
He hosts The Voice?
Yes, for like 10 years.
Fuck
Holy
off.
shit.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Really?
Yeah.
yes.
He was like Dark Ryan Seacrest.
He's Darth Secret.
Yeah, Dark Seacrest.
So yeah, anyway, Liam, so that was that show, and it was the height of popularity and culture, and you were on it. Do you not have a
Yes.
clip of this?
I can. Hopefully, my mom's definitely got it.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
I want to see gangly little Curtis
Yeah, I was
dancing around
definitely
Nelly
wearing-
or whatever they're playing.
definitely. So O-Town performed.
O-Town?
Yeah,
Fuck off.
Performed live. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Uh huh.
Oh, I loved O-Town.
Liquid Dreams, baby.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
Holy
O-Town was
shit.
awesome. NSYNC beamed in via satellite on like a little screen they put up.
They loved via satellite.
They did.
back in
Via
the day.
satellite.
Oh, they thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays you just be like, that's dumb. Just put them on screen or on stage.
Yeah,
with
we're
everybody
also
else. That's
used to
stupid.
it, but
Yeah,
it was so
right.
novel. You
Yeah.
see, Liam, back then, satellites were new and exciting.
Yeah, I guess the place that we could post all of the footage from that
Would be.
Yeah.
on our Patreon.
Yes, more specifically we could post that on the actual Patreon.
That
maybe
could
we'll
be
do
a
that.
bonus episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe it goes on the Discord, which you get access to if you join the Patreon. Discord's only $3 a fucking month. That's like a penny a day. I'm not going to do the math, but it's really not a lot. So that's only $3 for the Discord, and it's great. And then you can, if you're really great, you can bump up to the you can bump up to the $5 tier, which is even better. And we also have an $8 tier, which is the best tier. And still, we're only at $8. You've barely gone to Starbucks, and that's for a whole
Hardly.
month of cool stuff. We write articles. We have bonus episodes. We're probably going to start throwing in other weird stuff, maybe little short films or skits we want to make.
Yeah.
Those would go there.
Yep.
So it's a good place to be, and it helps support us directly, which is the best thing you can do. So do that. Do that. And subscribe and like and whatever on wherever you're listening to this, be it Spotify. But I'm done with the do what you can. No, you need to do both.
Yeah, do
more.
both.
Because they're both great.
And if you sign up and we give you this footage of Curtis on TRL as a child,
Yeah.
or as an adult, we're not sure which, and we give it to you as a mini-sode, and you're pissed that that's what you paid for. You can tell us
Yeah,
to go fuck ourselves
we'll avert our
in their Discord.
Yeah. We'll do something else. What about the I'm Curtis.
I'm Austin, and I'm still not yelling.
Why?
I'm probably never going to yell again. At least a year.
Are you
At least a
still
year.
bitter?
Is this not a
Yes.
protest?
Why?
Yes.
Protest?
Yes. At least a year.
Would you like to try it again?
Never.
Never.
I'm Austin.
And I'm excited, Cody.
And I'm Lucas, who's secretly been the backup voice to that intro for the entire time, and no one's noticed until right now until I pointed it out.
What the hell are you talking
What?
about?
Whenever
What
he
are the-
says Shudcast, I go, the Shudcast.
Oh,
But
yeah.
It's like a whole thing, but...
Is it a whole
You
thing?
master these.
Yeah, I yell. I usually yell until I was made to look a fool, and now I abstain. It's my little silent.
Again, it wasn't out of any spite for you. It was
doesn't
just,
matter the
It
reasoning.
happened, and naturally, we all just decided to look at you out of pure confusion.
Yes. And thus, I shan't be screaming.
It was a surprise. We just didn't know
for
it
a
was
year.
coming.
I'll scream again when the time is right.
I mean, in fairness, it wasn't as good as the way Curtis does it,
See? And now
but it was a college try.
Now I'll never
Yeah.
scream again.
Wow. Not
I'm-
even like in.
I might not even say Shudcast
unison?
ever again. In my life.
You don't want to say that word again?
No, just out of protest.
Wow.
It goes, "Ooh." Welcome to the Who.
So you're
You should listen to my podcast. Who.
Why do you do that when you talk about your podcast? We're the horror movie podcast. We discuss horror films films that freak you out, and the friendships that sometimes even freak you.
okay. Now I feel like Austin deserves a chance.
No, I
that?
don't want a chance.
Go.
No, I'm happy.
You go.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to. I don't want to
Describe the show.
I don't need to. You just did it better
No.
than I would.
Now you.
Same.
No, now you. now you.
No.
No
You.
Ow!
No, you.
Ow!
now you.
Do it.
Yeah,
Describe the show.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
0.7 seconds.
Welcome to the show where four friends discuss freaky things and their freaky friendships.
Pretty good.
That was
Pretty good.
was
That was
pretty good.
mostly English.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, you got there.
Yeah.
You made it.
Wow. What are we doing today?
We're
We're closing out a thing.
Yes, we are. It's the end, the finale, if you will, of Alien. I barely know him, or I Need My Space Man. Our
yeah,
venture
we are.
into space horror, our venture into the beyond, the
Guys,
great
I'm,
beyond.
I'm very. We'll talk about this when we wrap it up at the end. But I'm very happy about all the movies we chose for this.
It was a delightful.
I go back and
experience.
look at it. I'm like, no other fucking podcast is picking these stupid.
It is the
movies.
wildest.
Do space horror, and you look at what we picked, and it's just like
It's
Yeah,
the weirdest
sheer madness.
version.
Yeah.
It is the weirdest possible list.
we followed the instructions.
Minus one.
Like, well, of course they did Alien.
right.
Even then, are you talking about yours?
Yeah, mine.
Even
Mine's
then,
like
it's
Event
like-
Horizon's probably like that's going to show up on more lists than the rest of the things that were picked.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But
Yeah,
yes, but to
still.
your point, no Alien.
No alien.
Yes, we're maybe saving that
Yeah.
for something special
What?
coming down the pike.
We already did the thing. We've
What?
done that in a prior episode, so that we couldn't have used the thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
True.
Trying to think
There
of
are a lot
anything
of
else
there
that
are a lot
would've-
of like ancillary sort of things out there. We can talk about some of our discards if we want to at the end or now. I don't know.
Maybe we save them because maybe if this goes on long enough, we'll end up
Well,
back
it's
in
true.
space.
I do want to just. I'm going to be honest. Like the runner-up, the one that I like was really thinking about, it was Species.
Oh, wow.
You know, just
Yeah.
get like the really horny '90s.
Yeah.
I saw that movie way too
It's
early.
big same
Yeah.
on TV, but
Damn.
I
saw
had
it
the Laserdisc.
a little too early. Oh, Laserdisc?
Laserdisc?
That is way too early.
Wow, I've never seen anything on Laserdisc.
Ooh,
You saw
what?
Species
It was
on Laserdisc?
awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
Laserdisc
dude, my
rad.
dad had one. We
Same.
loved it. Did I ever
Because
tell
I'm
you?
13 years old, Cody.
Did I? Did I tell you I probably have told you my Forrest Whitaker story. Because
no.
this was shortly after I'd seen Species. I was in Blockbuster, and Forrest Whitaker was there with his kids, and and I go up to him, I'm like, "Excuse me, were you in Species?" And he was like, "Yes, I was." And I was like, "You were great." He was like, "Thank you."
How old were you?
And then that year he won an Oscar.
Oh wow!
The
Nice.
Last King of
That's
Scotland,
awesome.
and I'm a dumb little kid who's like, "Were you in Species?"
All right, that's cool.
One of the better actors to live. I was the age that The Last King of Scotland came out. Roughly that.
You weren't that young.
age. Yeah.
I mean, probably
I was
too
old
young.
enough to know better than to ask him about Species.
What? That's way cooler.
Given his career.
That is way cooler. I
Than an
guarantee you
Oscar?
people like that. I bet every normie in the world's going to ask him about his Oscar movie.
Fair enough.
Only the fucking freaks are going to ask him about.
About
Remember when
Species.
Tasha Henstridge was naked?
was that good? Did you like that?
Or the,
Yeah.
the fucking Jarmusch movie. What is that? Where he has with the showed.
Only lovers left.
No.
You came
not
here
good.
to kill me.
Ghost Dog. Way
Oh,
the Samurai.
Ghost
Yeah.
Dog.
Ghost dog?
I haven't
Yeah,
seen that
dude.
since it came out.
Yeah, Ghost Dog. Way the Samurai.
What about a ghost dog?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Oh. I got really excited.
This one.
Yeah.
See, no, I want a ghost dog.
Ghost dog.
You haven't seen
I've
that
seen
cover
that.
before?
No.
Austin?
Yeah,
Really?
fuck, yes, you have. You went to Blockbuster.
I didn't look at everything.
Don't you have a photographic memory?
I have the worst memory of anyone at this table by a fucking mile.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, it's like scary bad. It upsets me how bad it is.
God, what a career Forrest Whitaker's had.
I know, he's a wonderful actor.
Phenomenal actor.
Forrest
outstanding
Whitaker,
career.
I barely know a her.
Maybe that's my next theme.
The man did not do too many horror films.
Well, we would watch all of them.
Well,
Yeah.
are there any friendship updates?
Wow,
To
you
share?
guys. So listener, you're hearing this from the past, the deep past. At this point,
Yes.
we had to bank some because some of these boys, I guess, really just you, are going on a big old trip.
Yes, I'm traveling. In a week's time, I shall be in Barcelona, where I will board a ship after a few days and then sail up and down the coast of Italy and end my European vacation in Disneyland Paris. So it's going to be quite the extravaganza. But that means 2 weeks of no shudcasting, which means banking them up before I go.
Yeah, and we're not going to be doing this for a month.
Well, this is stuff to figure out after the show.
Yeah,
Maybe it's been 3 weeks. Maybe it's been 2. I don't know. But the point is, there will be no gap for you,
Nope.
but there will be quite the gap for us.
Accurate.
Yep. So you're gonna next time you hear us, you're gonna hear us talking about all kinds of what we watched in June.
That's gonna be
the
a
month
lo-
of June.
That's going to be a long-ass episode.
Austin, how many movies have you watched this year so far?
I'm at 72, 73.
Hell yeah,
I'm on track.
that's on track.
I'm on, Amazed scaring me because of the trip.
Yeah,
It's going to really cut in, but
yeah,
probably sneak in a Disney movie or two on the ship, you know?
yeah.
Pad it a bit.
How many are you at, Curtis?
I'm at 141.
You psychopath.
Yeah,
Because I'm going to do Seven Samurai on the flight.
yeah.
69.
But
I'm at 123.
Oh, and that's legit.
That's complete.
Wow,
That's complete.
nice.
that's with normal movies included.
That's all movies.
I see.
So and you're more days in the year, or
Yeah.
you've watched more movies than there are days
Yes.
in the past
Yes.
this year so far.
I'm
I go
74.
to Google and I type in the word "how" and automatically the word "how many days in the year so far."
That was
Pops up.
the year that I did the 365 horror movies. That was exactly what my every morning was.
Type in "HO" and how many days in the year so far pops up.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, today is day 128, so I've got some buffer. I'm on movie 141. Yeah, COVID really lets you watch movies. guys.
Yes, it does. Yes. So are we covering that means we're covering your COVID movies?
Oh no, we
did that already. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
we
that's
just done
right,
it
that's
in real
right.
time.
Yeah, no,
That's
this should be a pretty
This
manageable.
will be a brief
list.
one.
Yeah, I haven't watched that much stuff.
I have very
this
few
week.
things.
I've watched
Only
7 or 8.
only
Oh, yeah,
8.
that's pretty normal.
Well, speaking of things,
Wow.
what have we watched?
Here's what I've watched. Well, first question: did I talk about watching Challengers already? Does anybody know?
No.
We did bring it up, but it's gonna happen again tonight,
Oh, okay.
We
whether
did
you
bring it
like
up?
it or not. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I hadn't seen it.
you hadn't seen it that time.
Now I have seen it.
But I had seen it when we saw it
Yes,
last.
you
Okay.
brought it
All
up.
right, great. I went and watched Boy Kills World.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Ooh. I am interested in that.
The More It's More movie, which was fine. Activate smooth brain
Sure.
and mouth breathing and enjoy yourself.
I love activate vape mouth breathing.
Activate mouth breathing. You will have a great time. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, just do that. Do that face. Just
Look, he's gone. We're not getting him back for at least 6 hours.
okay. That's go to come back. Pearl. That's too pearl. Too much pearl. Too much pearl. Oh no! Look what you did. Look what you've done.
It's okay. It's still the Shudcast.
Cody,
True.
more importantly, what trailers did you get in front of
In-
Boy Kills World?
In front of Boy Kills World. God fucking damn it, Austin.
God.
Fix it. Fix it.
I
Fix
got.
it.
I don't know if it's even, but we're gonna leave it. Would you like to? Would you like me to
It's
finagle
okay.
this?
Our whole frame is built around that stupid sign.
They played in order
Yeah.
the trailer for the new Don Lee film.
Fuck yeah.
What's it called?
The
again?
Roundup Punishment?
Is this the second or third
This
one?
is the fourth one.
What's the fourth one? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is playing at the Topanga 12
I
AMC,
know.
which blows my mind.
Amazing.
I love that so much. And then they played the trailer for Kill. Yeah. And I need.
That's what he's looking for.
I need.
So
that.
I was like, why is he asking? Oh,
Yeah. Well, the fact that the Don Lee movie was like he was blown away that I got
like,
these
what?
trailers before this movie. Don Lee movie looks dope as fuck. Kill, on the other hand, this is the first time that I saw a trailer. I've been actively avoiding one. I need that
yeah.
so badly. I need it more than I need most things.
Guys, we're all going to this film when it comes out.
Yes, without question. It looks so fucking good, dude. It looks so sick. Oh, don't be
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Don't be so contrarian.
Maybe.
You little shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that was getting an actual legit theatrical release, and the fact they played a trailer in front of a movie is amazing.
It looks fucking awesome.
And then you got the Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
And then we got the Amy Winehouse trailer.
Did you
as well.
really?
Yes, probably.
And the-
I don't know if we got it in that movie
and
actually,
the
but I've seen it enough
Quiet
times.
Place Day One.
Yeah,
Truly, that
Christ
trailer
almighty.
is damaging those films in my
Yes,
brain.
yes,
It
yes,
truly
it is.
is.
I love those movies, and I'm excited for this movie. And now I
Yeah.
see, I'm like, fuck
Cut
you.
another trailer.
No,
Like, Christ
yes.
almighty.
I'm convinced that they paid more at AMC to have them play that trailer within the last 3 trailers
Yes.
at every movie.
It's always.
Yes.
and they
always.
put all of their marketing budget just at that.
And because I walk into the movie so late because of my wife, I always
you'll
see
catch
that,
that one.
trailer every single. And then Kaylin gets mad. I'm like, well, we're coming in at the same time. We're gonna see the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's astounding.
I'm
Like,
with you. I'm tired of seeing that trailer.
there's nothing about this that should make me upset to see this movie. The first 2 are awesome. This one's directed by the guy who made Pig. I don't know what, but this trailer's trying.
I know. It's not even a bad trailer. I've been hit with it so many times. I'm angry now.
I started doing a thing during that trailer that most people, well, at least at this table, think is a crime, and that's that I look at my phone.
But not,
Or I
trailers,
talk
don't
to
care.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Trailers, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, here I don't mind it when people talk during the trailers. The problem is now I have to worry. Are you going to be a problem when
Yeah.
the movie starts?
Well-
Do you understand the difference between trailer
Yes.
and movie? That's the question I have
That is true.
when people do this.
Well, just get ready, boys. Strap yourselves in because I'm going to tell you about something in a little bit that's going to make all of you lose your fucking minds
Okay.
at what they did in this movie theater.
All right.
The
fart?
Shit my pants.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, it's hot. Sign up at the $3 tier and you can find out why Austin is losing his mind. Just kidding. That's free. That's good. That's
oh,
good stuff.
That sucked.
boy.
That sucked a lot. I'm going to remember
Puke
that.
a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
I saw the urgency with which you were walking, and I'm like, oh, he's holding back
He's
puke.
gonna fucking puke.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is such a
Yeah.
bad room for puking, too.
I realized
floors
that as
are-
I was running up the stairs.
You got to keep a slot bucket in here.
Yeah, man. You gotta get
the-
that slot bucket. We have
emergency.
budget now for a slot bucket.
An emergency slot bucket.
Okay, where was I?
Shoot.
I revisited for the first time since I was a child, The Sixth Sense.
For the
Hey,
first time since you were
really?
a child.
So when I was a little kid, I wanted to see the movie because I was fascinated by the concept of the movie.
Yeah.
And the trailers. I was also really drawn to things that, for whatever reason, like anything that felt like it was really going to be really fucking scary. I really wanted to watch it, right?
Yeah.
My parents in no way would let me watch it because the trailer gave me severe nightmares.
Okay.
Instead, weird compromise, they said I could read the novelization.
That is insane. I love how they did that for you. They're just like, yeah, read the books, Cody.
Yeah, read the thing, like just let your mind do it, right?
That's so much
Christ
scarier.
almighty.
It's so much
so much
scarier.
scarier.
I don't think I understand where my mom was coming from when she thought about it that way, but wrong move.
Yeah.
Did not make it any easier. Just made me also want to watch the movie more. So I finally watched the film. Scarred me so much that I had to sleep in my mom's room for a week straight. next to her
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Like had to like set up a little like just blankets and pillows and just sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
So nice of her to let an 18-year-old in her bed.
Right, exactly. So I revisited this movie. Guys, number one, that movie is still one of the scariest movies ever made.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
think that movie fucking chills me to the core. Second, the thing that I was not cognizant of when I was 9 or 10 years old when this came out is how cripplingly sad that movie is. That might be the saddest movie I've ever seen.
It's very sad.
It is so sad.
Which part makes you the most so sad?
God, I mean, dude, the whole fucking energy, like just like that little boy.
Yeah.
And I think the one that like really, really hurt the most is like when you realize that every time that like Tony Collette would be like, tell me what the fuck is going on. And he'll just sit there quietly because he doesn't want to tell his mom that he's seeing ghosts because he doesn't want to A, stress her out, and B, doesn't want people to continue telling him that he's wrong. Right. It's just like sad on a very, very, very like multi-leveled and faceted degree.
Haley Joel Osment, good actor.
Yeah, fucking,
Fantastic
and
actor.
I have another bone to pick with the goddamned Oscars.
Go on.
Who
Okay.
still talks about Michael Caine in Cider House Rules?
Lucas on this program.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, remember when he did his whole "Good night, you lords and ladies" of,
I was trying to figure out what movie that was
Winchestershire?
from.
and it was Cider House Rules, the Oscar-winning performance from Sir Michael Caine.
So Michael Kite.
I still feel like Haley Joel Osment was robbed.
That's fair, but
Yeah.
your point was immediately.
Immediately gone. Yeah,
Right here.
Yeah, I've been saying
Right
that.
next to you.
I would
literally-
have agreed with you otherwise.
My
but-
letterbox review is literally that, and it was refuted by my own show. Didn't remember that. Look at that. I watched a little film with my good buddy Quentin called "Hell Comes to Frogtown,"
Yeah, you did.
which I know you have seen.
You text me.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that I bought it.
Oh,
It's
fuck
coming
yeah.
home.
Cody texted me that he was watching it, and I was like, I gotta buy that.
And
so-
then he let me know that about this set on Vinegar Syndrome was
Yeah.
like, oh great, thank you, I'm buying that. And then I bought 3 things.
Of course.
$120 later.
I would love to watch one of these when
you can.
yours
We should-
comes
Dude, we
in.
would
should
have
watch that together.
We would have a fucking.
I would
cool
love. I would
bro-
love that. I
bro
became
boy
aware
day.
of this. I guess for some reason it's like a clip is going around the internet because I became
really?
aware
Yes.
of this movie this past weekend.
Oh, really?
Same day I saw him and he
I
brought it
think
up
so.
and I was like, yeah, there's a clip going around because I was like, Roddy Viper. It's like, was not They Live. What the fuck is this frog thing? What is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Quentin texted me. I woke up that morning to a text message from Quentin with a clip, like a trailer on YouTube, saying, "Can we watch this?"
He probably
yeah.
got the same thing.
Then Austin comes over 2 hours later. I tell him, he goes, "Oh, that's funny. I saw a clip from it on Instagram this morning." I was like, oh, "I bet that's what Quentin saw."
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, there's a clip going around.
So
The conceit of this movie is my favorite thing.
it is insane.
Cody, would you like to tell him what the movie's about, or do you want to not know? what the
No,
movie's
no,
about?
no one should know.
I want to know.
No. Trust me. You want it to be a surprise.
Is it like Planet of the Apes, but it's frogs?
No. It is so much zanier than that.
It is wild.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's just
Tell me.
Okay.
Tell me. Do it. Do it. Do it.
So damaged. At some undisclosed point in the future, women have basically taken over.
Okay.
Certain women are fertile, and they are delegated to be impregnated. Right.
Sure.
Roddy Piper is delegated as someone who is, I guess, highly sought after
Sure. Duh.
for his semen.
The conceit is he's the most fertile man on the planet.
Yes.
That's the idea. I
feel like this
is
man's
his idea.
sperm.
Yeah. And so he is sent on a mission to accompany Sandal Berman.
Sandal Bergman. If
Yeah.
I would have seen this movie like I should have after watching Conan the first time as a kid, I might have died. I might not be here today.
Yeah,
I might not be here.
as was written.
Fucking Sandal Bergman.
To go rescue a group of fertile women from basically a special zone, which is where all of these mutated people live, and they all are frogs.
So wait. He's the most fertile man in the world, and he has to go rescue.
Rescue these women to then immediately impregnate them after rescuing them.
He has to rescue the women who can be impregnated.
Yes,
And they've been kidnapped by the monsters.
by the frog
and
people.
they're all frog people.
Because
Yes.
the frog
Yeah.
people are trying to impregnate them?
No,
It's basically you hit Mad Max on the head with a lead pipe.
yeah.
Okay.
And this movie,
Okay.
this
Okay.
movie
Okay.
pops
Yeah,
out.
and you're fighting against. I'm not kidding. The lead villain's name, Toady.
But these are like
That's
fucking,
your new name.
These are like fucking
Cody.
Henson level frogs, dude. They're so good looking.
Yeah, they look great. They look great, and it's insane. It's a damaged movie in every way. I love it. I
wish
bought
I
it.
could find that
We
clip
can
that
all
was
watch
going
it together.
Yeah.
I watched tonight's movie. I watched a complimentary film for tonight's movie. I revisited The Silence of the Lambs for the first time in a minute.
Oh wow.
No words need to be said. It's a masterpiece.
That is a brilliant movie.
I watched the film, the Dario Argento film Phenomena for the first time.
Hell yeah.
Wow. What a strange thing. I need one of you fucks to watch it so that I can talk to someone else about it.
Sure.
Or Discord people, talk to me about it. Hit me up in those DMs. I need to talk to somebody how insane this movie is.
Phenomena?
Yes,
On
Phenomena.
top of my list for a long time, and I just ain't done it.
It's bizarre.
Jennifer Connelly?
Jennifer Connelly at 15.
Really?
Before, after Labyrinth.
That's
Yes.
got to be
I
after.
think it's after
She was
Labyrinth.
even younger. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Giallo movie?
No.
Yes.
Is it?
He said
I mean,
Giallo.
it's Argento.
It's
Oh,
sort of
Argento.
it's sort of Giallo.
Okay.
It's got it's doing
Jennifer
its thing.
Connelly's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I wrote this movie off. I'm like, Argento, great, Giallo shit. And then Connelly, what? I need to see this thing.
It is
Careful.
it is so bonkers that I feel like you might actually get something out of it.
Just count me in.
It's bizarre. dude.
Liam's seen it.
Yeah. Liam, talk to me,
Of course
baby.
you've seen it.
I went to the theater and I watched The Fall Guy.
Yep.
It looks great.
Sorry. I'm reading things. Fall Guy.
I'm reading things.
He's had these tabs bookmarked for a while. You gotta get to them.
The Fall Guy is one of the most magnificent films that I've seen this year. I mean that. I'm shocked.
I was put on my ass. I was
Wow.
not expecting how good that was.
Completely blown away. I did not expect much at all, which I'm not going to say didn't. It sort of informed my viewing experience.
Sure.
Yeah.
Magic. It is to me like it is what Nope did for horror movies. This kind of does for action comedies.
Fucking careful with that.
no. I think you know what I mean, right?
I mean, for action comedies,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't know if that's a genre that like needs that. You
to have a
know?
love letter.
I think this is a love letter to stunts, to stunt work and all that
Okay,
stuff.
maybe a
but-
different way of putting it is that I think it does what Nope does in a similar way in that it's talking about cinema.
Yes.
And it does it in a very specific thing, right?
Yes. Okay.
Stunts and action comedies.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, fuck.
I mean, it looks awesome. I was already in.
It's one of those trailers that Jess and I would see and just go, yeah, I know better. I know better, but I'm still in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Ryan Gosling is too good.
Yeah.
Too good.
Too good.
Even
And
just top notch.
That man doesn't get enough. I mean, look, he just was nominated for an Oscar for a comedic performance, but like one of the best comedic actors working, Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
So like I need to do this.
It's hilarious. It broke me in several occasions. However, the thing that broke me the most is a little thing that they did before the fucking movie started.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Did they not show the clip before the movie for you of the director and Ryan Gosling talking?
I was coming back from a PP while that was like shutting down.
Okay, so they do all the whole the a million minutes of AMC
Yeah.
bullshit, right? They do the IMAX trailer, and then there's a Ryan Gosling and the director show up on the screen, and it's the two of them texting each other, and what they're texting each other is showing up in boxes, right? And Ryan Gosling is texting the director about how he doesn't feel like he should tell the audience to not use their cell phones because that's like kind of like mean and like not cool. It's like not a cool thing to do, right? And I'm like, haha, that's funny. They'll change that, right? They'll walk that back very quickly, right? So then they start doing their thing about like, thank you so much for coming to the theaters, this, that, and the third, right? And then at the very end, Ryan Gosling's like, and so like, if you really, really, really like in an emergency, like need to use your phone to like text, and I'm waiting for just get up and walk outside, right? He says instead, he takes his jacket, moves it out, and he says, just put your phone in your jacket and just text that way.
The hell is this?
And they said, and enjoy the film. And then the film starts. I looked at Maddie and was like, what? Right? And she was like, oh, obviously they're just kidding. And I'm like, oh, are they?
Yeah,
Are they?
You can't
because
kid around.
there are theaters throughout the fucking country with a bunch of mouth breathers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
Smooth brains.
They just got out watching Boy Kills World.
Right. They
Yeah.
just got on watching Boy Kills World. They went. Now they're going to watch Ryan Gosling. They're listening to the hottest man on planet Earth right now tell them that it is
Yeah.
okay to text in a movie.
Yeah, the kids are already doing it anyway. They
That's
do not
insane!
It's
any
pretty wild.
encouragement.
It's pretty wild.
I was infuriated. Anyway, that's what I watched.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I hate that message too. Don't look at your phone during movies. Period.
Don't,
Period.
don't wear a jacket.
Damaged, broken thing.
When
to tell people to
when
do.
I have my theater and my turrets are rejected because they're illegal, what I am gonna do is build my theater out of like iron plating. Like there's gonna be iron plating in the walls.
Nice.
There's
That'd be great for the
absolutely
acoustics.
no. Well, not like it's not gonna be like a steel husk, like a shipping container. It's gonna.
Can you imagine putting Dolby Atmos just iron and sheet metal.
Eyes and ears bleeding.
That party in House of Usher. But it's just
No, I'm gonna shield the theater from all frequencies that would give someone
Nice.
use of their phone.
Nice. Smart.
Until I can petition for my turrets. So I went to the theater and I saw Challengers.
Yeah, you did.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, right?
Fuck me, it's so good.
It's outstanding.
I was wholly unprepared for how good it was. Like all the trailers, I'm like, really? I'm like, all right, it's fine. And then you were like, huh, and then you, huh. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, other people I follow on Letterboxd, 4 or 5 stars. I'm like, what is this fucking thing?
Yeah.
And then I go and yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's
Unbelievable.
So
I've
fucking
been
good.
chewing on it for so long.
So Jess and I went and saw it. It's my second time seeing it. We were gonna go Fall Guy the night before. We decided not to, and then we're like, let's just do Challenges Day that next day. And I do not regret it because it just only gets more and more sumptuous every time. Like those performances are so fucking good. I'm now the head of the Mike Feist fan club. Fan
oh,
club.
he's so fucking good in that movie.
Is
dude.
that
Can't-
which one's that?
That
Blondie.
is the blonde.
Blonde?
one.
Yeah.
Dude. I need to see it again because I know there's so much like nuance and stuff that just blows by you because it's like it takes a while, but at least took me a while to kind of like settle in and figure out what the fuck we're doing, you know?
Yeah.
So I know there's probably a ton of really subtle stuff, especially like when it ends and you have that ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, okay, I need to go back and see like
It's
who's doing
stuff
what.
stuff that traverses timelines like this one. Like it has a main timeline that goes back years and then comes back, and is way easier on a second viewing because you don't have to learn how to watch the movie.
Sure,
As you're
right,
going,
right.
it's like the first time you're like, okay, we're 13 years, okay, now we're back, but like a night before, okay. And like
Yeah.
there's this windstorm. How does it? But like on the second time, you just know what you're in for. It's just so fucking like everything hits. Every like reaction that every character has, has like so much weight behind it. Like when Josh O'Connor's character learns after he's just like got this poor lady's sandwich when he's signing up for the thing at the beginning, and she shows him like, guess who's the wild card? And he sees that face and he just knows, it's a surprise to him, but he just like all that history's there.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking tasty.
Did you notice a lot
So
more?
tasty.
Like a lot more watching it?
I
the
wouldn't
second time?
say that. Again, it just is more lived in. You're able to, I think, truly like see the nuance in all the performance. Like those actors clearly knew like how to dial in each timeline, each segment of their stories, so you know where they exist within each other at any given time. It's a fucking delight. And really that quote unquote threesome scene is just so entertaining.
Yes.
So entertaining the second time too. I don't know. It's
Especially because now you know what the outcome is too, right?
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
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 A little less tension, but yeah. Yeah, fucking ooh, what a movie.
Look, nothing gets me going. Like, this is my favorite movie of the year by far right now. And that finale with that music and just what they choose to do, like, my heart is beating out of my fucking chest. Like, the pace of the beat, it's just like, doof, 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 doof.
Yeah.
I'm fucking losing it. It's
Yeah, dude.
so much fun.
Yeah, you need to see this, Lucas. It's great.
I want to so bad.
Dude, it's so good.
I'm surprised you haven't yet,
I
to
know.
be honest.
I just haven't had the time for it.
So then Kaylin picked a movie. Because I feel like I've been picking a lot of the movies. So she picked No Hard Feelings.
Oh,
the
hell
Jennifer
yeah.
Lawrence rom-com.
Yeah.
I just watched that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cute little charming movie.
Right?
Yeah. Kind of falls apart at the end a little bit, and it kind of wraps up way too quick. They're kind of like, and it's done now. I'm like, but great, funny, cute, sweet.
That kid's great too.
He is
Kid was great.
Like that's a thing that could fall apart at any given moment.
Right.
But
yes.
It's so charming.
And the whole
funny.
premise of it is like they're kind of walking a tightrope. So I think what they did with it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, and when he sings the fucking song at the restaurant.
I know.
I'm just like, this is cinema, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking good shit.
It's a clever ass movie. I did not expect that to like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Same. I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Then I, so that I could return to Curtis Video, I watched his copy of Roadhouse.
Had you never seen that?
No,
Oh wow.
I had
okay.
never seen Roadhouse. What a wild fucking movie.
Fuck guys like you in prison.
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna rip your throat out now.
Yeah.
I know. Great. It's honestly, it's too long. It doesn't need to be as long as it,
It is.
does.
It
Is it
too
long?
Yeah,
It's
it
too
feels long.
Huh, interesting.
It's too long. It's absolutely too long, but awesome.
yeah.
Just like fucking magical 80s hair
yeah.
and sex and lots of fighting and this weird like underground network of bouncers.
Yeah, like bouncers as celebrities.
Like Sam Elliott's character, like, I've heard of you. Like,
yeah.
you've heard
right.
of a bouncer at another bar?
Right.
The best. That's
It's
the
so
magic.
strange.
I feel like I need to rewatch it because
Yeah.
the first time that I really watched it was at your birthday party last
Okay,
year, and
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Kaylin did not enjoy
I
it.
thought it was for the most part like kind of boring.
Dude, it's
no.
it is too long.
But I wonder if like it might have just been like a me thing that day because it feels like when the movie is described to me, I'm
Yeah.
like, that feels like it's my shit. You
Yeah.
know?
It's true. I mean, Biwan Fest is an endurance trial. And when I show you a 2-hour film as movie 3, when you've been sitting there for 9 hours already. you know,
Yes.
I get
Yeah. No, it's worth a watch. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be like become a Roadhouse guy. And then I watched tonight's movie and then a supplemental
it. Supplemental. Hell
work
yeah, you
for
did.
tonight.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I can't believe you went down. Two of you went down that road.
3 of us did.
Why?
Because
do
it
you mean,
auto
why?
played.
Mine started
And
to
I was sitting
autoplay
there
too.
and I was like, all right.
I wanted to, but I was like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna do this later.
Well, I will not do spoilers on what the content of those ancillary films that we watched are.
I will. I'm going to spoil your ass.
Do it.
Spoil your ass. I don't have that much, guys. So we talked about challengers. I watched 2 ancillary but complimentary titles for tonight's film, and I watched Arcadian.
Fuck me.
yeah.
Fuck
Brought it
me.
up on the Discord. Basically, text y'all the second it happened. Yeah, I'm glad, Cody, you maybe undersold this a little bit after you saw it because I was fucking floored.
It's
I
a
was
good
floored.
movie.
It's incredible.
It's a solid movie. I don't know if I think it's incredible, but it's a solid movie.
Like I don't have, unless it's a particular story that I'm just for whatever reason sick of. I don't know. Can't name one up top of my head, but I don't find it's like non-groundbreaking story material to be a problem. I'm just like, okay, it's another one of these. How are you going to do that, right? And then I'm like, holy shit, this is so cool. It's so cool.
That's what they. That's the nice thing, right? Is that, like what they do, especially like that third act. Like it's just fucking
Yeah.
cool, and that
Yeah.
creature design is dope as fuck.
Yeah, I know, Austin. I know.
It's just all the other stuff that like just did not quite ring home for
Sure.
me, and that's okay.
Sure.
To your point, like it's not like this is gonna like. The derivative thing is fine, right? We get those all the time. It's not like every slasher movie isn't somewhat of a derivative, right? This is just to a certain degree, like just kind of like it does a thing that like was just already kind of boring to me.
Sure.
So it just kind of perpetuated a boring thing for me.
How was the Nick Cage of it all?
Not enough,
Yeah.
but great. But great. Like he's not in the fucking movie. It's
No.
not like he's gonna pop up and disappear forever. But I could have used the whole thing. The best thing about it was like, if there was a moment where I was like, okay, this is what this is, and then Nick Cage would come back like, oh, great. This is you always have that in your back pocket.
They just dangle him. They just dangle him
Yeah.
when it starts to feel slow. Throw on Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, the cage of it all is always. The
It's
fucking
great.
best,
He's
yeah.
really
Did
great.
you guys watch that weird Miami child kidnapping movie he did, like the gangster movie that was a weird one? I think Prime put or Amazon put out.
No.
It was weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the man that
Dude.
takes. I feel like he just if they like, do you want
Yes.
to do a movie? Yes.
Yeah, he takes every job.
Yes.
Every single
So I can
one.
buy more dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
He's got to finish that.
Yeah, there's a hot
T-Rex.
period because I think he said he's
Pardon?
out of that now. He what?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
He I don't know if he still has, but he at one point did have a T-Rex skull.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He like spent like I think he had to sell a lot of stuff because he got in like some debt problems because he bought a ton of weird shit. Like a T-Rex skull.
Yeah.
He had one.
He's doing it like he should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hot period where he's probably made like 70 movies I've never heard of.
Yes.
I saw one he was in called Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, I remember you talked about that.
Oh my god, no jujitsu in the movie. It's a weird like Power Rangers ripoff kind of. It's like Power Rangers meets Mortal Kombat meets
Yeah.
drugs. Weird.
Jujitsu.
But no jujitsu at all. They are not rolling on the ground at any point in the movie
That is so funny.
ever. It's crazy.
Fantastic.
Is it Lucas? Is it The Surfer? No, that's
No.
Australia.
He's in a movie called The Surfer.
The retirement.
The
Plan.
Retirement Plan. That one.
People change, assassins don't. When Ashley and her young daughter Sarah get caught up in a criminal enterprise that puts their lives at risk, she turns to the only person who can help, her estranged father Matt, currently living the life of a retired beach bum in the Cayman Islands.
Oh.
Their reunion is fleeting as they soon
Oh.
track down.
I know why you took that one.
Yeah, right.
Cayman Islands.
Against
Yeah.
Gay Islands. I
God,
can
he
stay
does
there.
so
I'll
many
do it.
fucking movies. It's insane.
And then you just did The
there's
Surfer at
jujitsu.
the same time.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
jujitsu.
I can
I'm
do
already
this
here.
one.
Wow. That
Same
is-
thing.
Look
Like
at the
right in
poster
the middle
for
of the
jujitsu.
poster, and he's only in like 30% of the
Yeah.
movie.
Very Dune-esque.
Oh.
It's like that's like the Dune font.
That is the Dune font. Wow, Dune took
Dune
the
ripped off
jiu-jitsu
jujitsu. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's the same guy that did Slaughterhouse Rock.
Eat shit, Dune.
Did Slaughterhouse Rock?
Yeah.
What's Slaughterhouse?
What the hell is Slaughterhouse Rock?
This movie that I keep seeing.
Like as in 1, 2, 3 o'clock?
No, like this one. You guys ever
Oh.
seen this poster?
Just ripping off Dagon. That
Yeah,
poster.
it's a very daggone poster.
Is that Javier Bardem?
That'd be hilarious.
I'm a vampire. I'm going to wait
I finished Fallout. It's awesome.
Ooh, nice. I need to finish it too. Oh
I
my
have,
God.
I have watched 2 episodes now.
It's great.
I'm
Oh,
enjoying it. Kaylin's not sold yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll get sold.
I don't think she will either.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be one just for me.
Yeah, I think by now you're kind of getting it.
Yeah,
I don't think but it's
weird.
great. I loved it.
Oh, it's great.
I loved it so much.
I don't want to interrupt or really belabor this to death, but did you guys know that Nick Cage starred in a film alongside of Joel Kinnaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know
Yeah.
this.
Can he guess it? Place your bets now.
Give me the year.
2023.
Okay, your prize money went down.
Wow.
It's the name of a song by a very famous band that has a singer whose name is Mick Jagger.
Jesus Christ.
I have a guess.
Oh yeah, no, because he plays the devil. He plays Sympathy for the
well,
Devil.
There you go.
Oh, he
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, he's got
Yay.
red hair in that.
Who plays the devil?
Nick Cage.
Really?
Well, quote unquote. I don't know. That's what the way the trailer sold it.
Amazing.
It appears that way.
It
Yeah.
does appear that way. Does not look.
Well, that's why you have to have sympathy for him.
Yeah. Oh
He
man.
looks weird. He's got to be sympathetic.
Yeah, you do need to have sympathy for him.
And that's it. That's all I watched.
Wow.
Okay. I also watched No Hard Feelings. Great.
Yeah.
Cute.
So wild.
So weirdly.
Loved it.
that you
Yeah.
watched that.
Well, now that I'm with Sorrel, where I'm in my rom-com era,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
start
just-
these. She wanted to watch Anyone But You,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I had not heard good. I was just like, please, 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 I'll do this one.
Is
I
that the
won't do
new
that
one? Which
Yeah.
one's
That's
that?
the
Sydney
Powell.
Anne Hath-
Oh.
Sydney-
Yeah.
Sydney
Oh,
Sweeney.
oh, yeah. That's an aggressive.
Yeah.
Like even like I would push back on that one. That's an aggressive one.
And then when she went to sleep,
Yeah.
I watched William Girdler's coniferous Jaws remake called Grizzly.
Grizzly. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What the
Movie
fuck?
fucking rules, dude.
It's just Jaws with the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Jaws with the
fucking
bear.
rules, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that
my
sounds
favorite
awesome.
is the national park, the intra national park speaker system.
Yeah.
Everyone leave the park. Everyone just leaves the park.
Oh my god, so
That
good.
movie fucking rules.
I finally finished Perfect Blue, and boys, put all of your hang-ups about anime aside, you need to watch this.
Gotta do it.
Only 3. Not all of us feel that way. I'm okay with the anime.
I am not, but I will do it.
What?
He thinks you're a traitor.
I can't do it.
You can't.
I can't.
You can't do it. You can't.
What if we do it together?
You're gonna have to do Clockwork Orange me.
And then I got a wild hair at my ass, and I watched Mario Bava's Blood and Black Lace.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, one that is still on my list of my criminal list.
It's sitting right
I haven't
there.
watched. It was a birthday present from Maddie, the 4K.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had asked for it, but I have never seen that one. I have been wanting to watch it. It's on my criminal.
What'd you think?
blind
In your face!
In your face.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Got a Jolo Cody hasn't seen, bitch!
That is a rare achievement, to be fair.
Okay. I talked about it like in the Discord a couple days ago too.
He doesn't read.
I saw it. Didn't just talk about it.
I'm glad that you liked it.
Loved it.
Good.
I fucking loved
You're
it. This
very
killer,
aggro tonight.
This killer's the coolest fucking dude. He's good. He's a cool.
Put her
dude.
on the poster. This killer's the coolest fucking dude.
And then the Fall Guy, great. And then tonight's movie.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You want to turn the lights out?
Yeah.
I had a thought, no joke, yesterday. I was like, if only there was a way I could rig it to cut the power at Cody's house on command.
Yeah.
If those lights were on, we could make that work. But
No, I mean, like, I was going to rig it so, like, I could cut the power to the whole house.
Yeah.
So, and you wouldn't know.
it'd be very simple for you to do that.
I'm so excited for you.
Simple?
Yeah, it'd be pretty simple.
Simple to cut.
To kill the power
It'd
in
be
a
pretty
house
simple
on
to do that.
command?
Yeah, it'd be
You
pretty
just
simple to do
text
that.
Maddie.
Like from here?
Shut the power.
You just have Maddie just fucking flip the breaker.
Well, no, I know, but a way for,
Yeah.
like, no one to know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Because if I'd done that, it would have been pitch black!
Oh,
he screamed it.
Well, yeah, but not the title of the show.
You want to
Okay.
scream the title of the
No.
film? Why?
Yeah. Is that your first one you've done?
No, he's done it
No,
before.
I've done it before.
You sure?
Not often.
You sure?
He usually fucking blitzkriegs them.
Yeah. Like I do the title of the show.
Yeah. Not and nary anyone else.
We all have our places, right? We all have
Yes,
our roles.
understood.
You know,
Understood.
your role is not to intro the show.
Your caste system that you imposed on all of us.
I did it.
You
There
beautiful,
will be an uprising.
you beautiful Brahmin. I'll go back to my Untouchables quarter. And there's two others. I don't remember.
I'll go third.
First.
It's damaged no matter what. I'll take second, I guess.
Okay.
Your caboose.
I'm Caboose?
Caboose.
Okay.
All right. We're going to do 2000s Pitch Black. In 3, 2.
These people are on a ship and they're just cruising along, but they're going to crash. And on the ship is a convict named Riddick, and they crash and he has escaped. And they're all really nervous about him being escaped, but he's just hanging around being a silly little guy, popping up places, doing silly things. So they're like, oh man, it's hot as fuck on this planet. What do we do?
And Riddick's kind of crazy because he's got these wild eyes, and it makes it so that he can't really he can only see certain things at night, very visually. Otherwise, it's kind of difficult for him to see during the day. It's very hot. They realize very quickly that there's 3 suns, and all these planets are going to align. And
But like every 20-something years or so, the eclipse happens and makes it night forever, which makes Riddick's superpower really convenient. And then there are these fucking monsters you can't see, and they attack everybody, and they're like, we got to get these power cells to the thing that's going to get us off the planet. So Keith David and a bunch of other people, Cole Hauser.
One by one, each of these crew people start dying off, and then the captain of the ship, or then he puts him in a cave while he goes to fix a ship, but they believe he's just going to take up on his own. She's like, you better not leave. And he's like, watch me. And then he's like, oh, wait, are you going to die for something? And then they all leave. I don't know.
I mean, we did it.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I just wanted to say Riddick was being a silly little guy
I
because
know.
his
Yeah.
sight gags were insane.
God,
That
it's so
quick
good.
zoom in when he's sitting on the
dude.
chair.
That's
I went,
great.
oh, is this where we're going to be? I
That's
love
fucking
that.
great.
Oh, when that happened, I looked at Maddie and I went, wow. And she goes, I don't want to watch this.
That's when I had the idea, and I firmly believe, this movie's a comedy. They're trying
I
to
think
make a
it
comedy.
has funny moments, some intentional and some not.
No, very many are unintentional.
I
but it
think
is a
the-
comedy. But some intentional, like the looks clear gag.
Yeah.
It's a Stooges gag, but it always
great.
fucking works.
I think it's
great
very
delivery.
much the USA of it all, right?
Maybe. I mean, look, this
Go-
was
The USA television.
the Television Network
Oh,
USA.
I was
ended
like,
up
what did
having-
the country do?
They came in
No.
as a distributor at the end, though.
Oh, I thought they helped produce it too.
Not to my knowledge. This
Oh,
was
my
just.
bad.
This was
USA
They could've-
Network.
yes, but they're all owned by Universal. So
Yes.
they
Okay,
came
okay.
in. Universal put this movie out there. But this was a pretty independent. I picked this film. Curtis.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, for the finale of our this kind of treads both.
Sure.
I Need My Spaceman and Alien I Barely KNOW-lien. 'Cause
True.
They are not on Earth. There's some space and
Yes.
there's aliens tech.
Yes.
But they put this movie together as a $20 million, mostly independent thing. And they got to do basically kind of as they wanted for 2 months in the Australian outback, shooting
where
this
they shot
bad boy.
this?
Yeah, at least they shot everything when it's daylight outside in the deep in the Australian outback.
And overexposed.
Yes, no, so if we want to get into that a little bit,
Sure.
very baked in film process, shot on film. I guess for those segments, the director had the idea to not bleach process the film
Okay.
for those segments, and not bleach processing it allows the silver nitrate to like suck up like all the light that comes in, so you get that blooming, like wildly overexposed blooming look.
Oh, okay.
So like for those scenes, they had no other choice.
Right.
Once you start shooting that, that's how
Totally.
that's gonna look.
Because
Get your heart out, Denny Villeneuve.
Maddie looked at me and went, like, when that was happening, like with the first scenes when it was daylight, and she was like, "Why does it look like shit?"
Yeah, I don't think it worked out as well as they wanted it to.
It definitely has a look.
It has a look, but it just looks like, it's just way overexposed. But it doesn't. But I can't blame him. Like, you're going for a look, and like I'd probably do the same thing. But it's like it didn't feel like they're on a weird, really hot planet. It just looked like the camera is overexposed.
I guess to each their own a little bit on that. I found it effective for like really hot, always sunny planet that looks like not Earth.
Sure.
And also like this is probably getting to the minutia. Like we know what it looks like when you overexpose a thing. You wouldn't be able to see a lot of what you see if it was just overexposed, right?
Right.
You know, you would lose a lot of
Sure.
any of the image detail. And
I'm
you don't
not
have
faulting
that.
them,
Yeah. No, it's a particular look that I don't begrudge people not enjoying.
Totally.
I think it looks cool because I think it adds to the aesthetic of this film, though, right? Because like given that like it's supposed to be like oppressive, right, and how hot it is, right? I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool, especially like to juxtapose against how dark it's about to get.
Yeah.
Yes. But never that dark.
That's true.
Which obviously, because otherwise, what the fuck is your movie?
Yeah, right.
But I always chuckled a little bit, like some pitch.
See, I'm okay with that. It's just those like dated VFX things that they do when they start like stretching and warping the picture. I'm like, that stuff just dates the movie too much for me.
Yeah.
I had to get over the overexposure thing or the bleaching thing. I was like, you know what? This is what they're going for. I'm just gonna like it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna like it. They think they're doing a thing.
Yeah.
I'm here for you, bud.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it starts to do the woo,
those are
late
little-
90s, 2000s things, I was like, no one like this.
Yeah.
This
Those
doesn't.
are a little tough.
Yeah.
David Twohy, the writer-director of this film, he wrote some fucking bangers before this.
He did.
Waterworld.
Yeah, I mean, Waterworld. You see Waterworld in this.
Yeah,
It's very apparent.
I didn't realize he wrote Waterworld.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow, he wrote one of the greatest films of all
You're
time.
goddamn right he did. He
Wow.
also wrote...
Hey, not in this house.
I didn't say anything.
You know, you made a look. You
I
made a
didn't
fucking
say-
face.
This is tyranny.
Were you speaking out against Waterworld?
No.
Oh, dude, I would love to have Gilman and fucking Riddick in a film together. That would be incredible.
Wow, and Costner today, too.
Yeah, angry Costner, full of ego, next to ego-filled fucking Vin Diesel.
God. Yeah,
That'd
good
be the
luck
best.
making that movie.
Yeah, David Twohy wrote The Fugitive. Just one
Yeah.
of the most classic American studio
Yeah.
films of all time.
Yes.
I've never seen The Fugitive.
I haven't either.
It's a good movie. It's
It
a
is
really
still
good movie.
It is still an adaptation.
Is that on my list now?
Yeah.
Should that be on my list?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it.
Is it
I
really
mean-
that good?
I mean, it's awesome. I saw the sequel first. U.S. Marshals.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah.
the sequel?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. Plays
I've
the same
seen U.S.
character.
Marshals. I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
sequel.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones plays the same
Really?
character. Yeah.
Wild.
But yes, David Twohy has a strange career outside of his directing.
Yeah, 'cause what else did you
oeuvre.
write?
G.I. Jane. He wrote Perfect Getaway, which is a weird little horror movie. Critters 2.
Wow.
What else did he do here? Warlock. Hell yeah, Warlock.
Oh, no shit. He wrote
Yeah.
Warlock?
Terminal
Wild.
Velocity. Yeah.
Wow.
Warlock's another
Just
one of
watch
those.
any of those
Huh?
Harrison Ford things.
What? Say that again,
You
dude.
should just watch all of those Harrison Ford things, like The Fugitive.
I will definitely watch The Fugitive. What other Harrison Ford things were just mentioned?
Well, U.S. Marshals, but also like Air Force One. Have you seen that?
Not since I was a child.
Watch it again.
Really? Is that good?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
I've never seen it.
Just
I don't know. I haven't rewatched it in too long. I own that DVD, so
nice.
Sick.
Wolfgang Peterson, R.I.P. So
You picked this.
yes, I did. David Toohey also he wouldn't name it. I watched the behind the scenes making of on this. He wouldn't name the person. Jess actually had a really good guess for who it might be. He said that there was a big time action star that the studio, the production company who was paying for it, wanted at the time. And Toohey said, I will not make that movie with that fucking asshole. And they basically said, so you'd rather not make the movie than make it with this person? He said, yes.
This is for Riddick's role, obviously.
This is for Riddick.
Okay.
He wouldn't name who it was. Jess's guess was good, and it was Seagal.
Ooh.
And I think that makes sense. This would have been 98, 99.
Is he that big a star then?
Not. He's
So I
not.
was
Not.
like, he's not. It's,
Sure.
He was he would still go on to do plenty of studio movies that.
But
like,
we're still
made
like
some money.
we're far removed from his peak and Under Siege, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's like his only thing, I guess.
Exit Wounds.
Yeah, but I mean, that was after this.
I know. I feel like Exit Wounds was his revival.
Yeah,
Seagal was, for whatever reason, my father loves Steven Seagal.
sure.
I think he's seen every one of his movies, which is insane to me.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That is a lot. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, I'm not sure who else it
I'm
might have been.
trying to think of
Very
who else was
interested.
like really popular in the 90s.
I don't know. You would have been like Keanu would have been in that maybe conversation.
Yeah, but he's not an asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's just a lovely human from what I
Yeah.
understand.
I guess like Arnold.
It's a little late.
He's a little late for him, but
Brendan Fraser, the Mummy.
this is
Isn't he notoriously like the nicest guy on the planet?
Is he? I have
also
no idea.
a very nice
Also-
guy.
yeah.
Also, I'm like, I don't know if Toohey said action star at the time. At the time, Fraser was not an action star. So
so he stuck to his guns and they backed off.
he stuck to his guns and basically got to choose. He's like, we got in the fortunate position where we could just pick the best talent available. And he said that there was this guy, Vin Diesel, who is co-producer, actually kind of found for this part. And he said, we brought him in and he did not read very well.
like just in general.
I'm meeting the script to my knowledge.
Right.
He's like, the read wasn't great, but you could tell there was something there, and he really worked on camera. And we cast him, and the rest is history.
This is post Furious.
No, before.
Pre-Furious.
This is after
first
Saving
thing?
Private Ryan,
Okay.
and he had lined up. See, this we're gonna get into the Vin Diesel of it all, but he's the Stallone of this era. Like he's this auteur, writer, director, actor. He likes to, he claims that he had a $15 million movie that he was about to go and make, like one of his independent, I'm writing about my life bouncing in New York movies.
The fuck are you doing?
Something else? Happened?
Sorry, we're trying to figure out who it could be.
Yeah. Was it
And-
Will Smith? Just kidding. I mean, it could have been. That's
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly who we were talking about.
I won't hire that asshole, and it's Will Smith. It's like now it's racist.
Yeah.
Will Smith. Yeah, that's why we're laughing. Will Smith, Pierce Brosnan, Jackie Chan.
What did you Google?
Jackie Chan in this movie would have
Action stars from the 90s.
wild.
Okay.
Tom Cruise, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal.
Van Damme, yeah, I don't know.
I've heard Van Damme's an asshole.
Yeah.
I could
Van
buy
Damme
that.
could have been a thing.
Seagal's not a bad guess.
Seagal's not a bad guess. I actually don't. I wonder if Will Smith isn't a bad guess either because he's like.
But he'd have been too big, though.
Oh, that's right. Because Independence.
I don't think
Day is-
there's any
Yeah.
world where he comes on, is sniffing around this, and you're not like, yes, we'll
Right,
make it.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
With,
You
same
know.
with Tom Cruise.
He's the biggest
right.
star in the world at that time.
Yeah,
Right,
you're
right.
right. You're right. You're right.
So, I don't know. But yeah, so Diesel, I guess there was a time when Cole Hauser was also cast, the guy who plays Johns, and he Diesel and Cole. Yeah, he wears a Diesel hat.
The reveal. The Vin reveal.
Where they were reading, they would both like take turns reading for Riddick, and ultimately it came down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it could have potentially been Cole Hauser.
Could have potentially been Cole.
Wow,
Hauser.
I am so glad it wasn't. The rest of this series would have really sucked.
I mean, we wouldn't have gotten it.
These movies would not. No, there's no way they make more without just Vin Diesel.
Ginger, fucking curly hair,
Yeah.
puby Cole Hauser head.
But I like Cole Hauser.
I do too, but later in life, I like swollen Cole Hauser.
Swollen Hauser. Swole Hauser.
Colin Hauser.
Yeah.
That's,
Guys, I do really like this movie.
I kind of do too, man.
I don't.
I've spoken a lot.
I'm like in the middle.
I'm kind of allergic to this guy's filmmaking.
Tui's?
Yeah, because then I watched Chronicles of Riddick, and I was like,
And
I don't like this guy.
and over here, I'm like, I watched Chronicles of Riddick last night and this morning, and I'm like, oh, this movie kind of fucks.
Oh, God.
I love Chronicles of Riddick.
God.
This
Of course
movie
you do.
kind of fucks.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you do,
The-
both of you.
What was that fucking line that I texted you, Curtis? Because I knew that you would. I knew
It's
that
been so long since I smell beautiful.
I left my seat. I was like, yes, give this to me. Let
Yeah.
this whole thing happen to me right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess we could... So, Pitch Black, and then especially Chronicles of Riddick, does this thing that I'd never really know what to do with, where, like, they don't explicitly say he's a superhero, but he kind of does a lot of superhero stuff, and so I'm left very confused about...
But also not.
What we're
Because this
doing.
dude gets caught all the time.
It's like his thing. He's just always getting
he
caught.
always gets caught. That's true. Fair enough.
He's got to break out.
Like, for me, I immediately started, like, spelling out his D&D stats, like his character sheet
Oh.
Yeah.
in my head. He's got 350 feet of dark vision. He's plus 12 on stealth, but like only like a +2 in perception because he just he's sneaky, but he also never knows when someone else is there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I don't.
Intelligence is negative
Intelligent,
too.
yeah, -2 for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, he can't. He also like can't fight, kinda. Like kinda, he's bad at fighting.
Chronicles of Riddick, he kind of
In Chronicles, he's a fighter.
He becomes
okay.
he becomes
Fucks hard.
a superhero in Chronicles
Yeah.
of Riddick.
Okay.
But we're not here to talk about Chronicles of Riddick.
We are not here to talk that much about.
We will,
Chronicles
but
of
we're
not
Riddick.
that
going to
much.
because it's quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie. I think Chronicles of Riddick is the better movie.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't know. It's like, which piece of shit do you want to eat?
Piece of shit.
No, they're not pieces of shit. I just like
It's a gift.
Pitch Black's not good. I just like the weird cuts and like so many cuts and like to like a weird Dutch angle. I'm like, I'm allergic
Like
to
the
this.
stuff where it's him and the bounty hunter guy, and they're finally facing off, and then it's the close-up shot of his eyes, and then back to his eyes, and then back to his eyes, and then back,
Yeah,
back,
yeah,
back,
yeah.
with no music, no sound effects, nothing inspiring the camera shots. We're just gonna do this to build tension, and then it's in like you can't even see anything, and then they start fighting. I was like, I hated that. I hated that. Because like I get what you're doing, but like also you didn't do it. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know.
They didn't, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, also, like, maybe it's because I give movies like this a little too much credit because I'm like, it's like from frame 3, I know exactly what kind of movie is about to happen to me, right? So I don't expect anything that's going to be like masterclass in anything, right? I just immediately
Sure.
like this is going to be a fucking shitty B movie.
Well, no, you
sure?
know what? Fucking, it's got 3.3 on Letterboxd. That told me, I was like, is this movie good?
Was this the first time you've seen this?
Yes.
Oh no
Oh,
shit!
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and so I saw the 3.3, and I was like, oh, it's like a cult 3.3. It's not like this is an actually great movie.
That's
3.3.
that's an elevated 3.3. That's an elevated 3.3.
It's a goose. It's a little juice to that 3.3.
yeah. That might be a few people that just like made a rating but haven't seen it yet. They're like 3.3 based on the trailer.
I know this does take. I happily admit that this film is not always the most interesting. Times a little laggy and boring. However, I think it has a couple things going for it, and I think one is it, however, being a ripoff of the obvious movie. It's still there's not much like it. There really is
Very
not
true.
much in this space. This like. Not even just R-rated, but like the R-rated sci-fi horror adventure. Like, think about anything that was before this that did this, and like you're going back to like weird '80s shit that was independent DTV sort of schlock, and we haven't really had anything like this since.
And I think that's why, to your point, I think it's exactly why it's kind of like it's a mainstay in my head, right? I remember
Yeah.
like being stoked about this when I was a kid and convincing my dad who worked at Universal at the time to bring me home a screener copy so I could watch it.
I remember hearing the synopsis of this movie when I was a kid, and I wanted to see it so bad.
Yeah,
I thought it sounded so cool.
And I remember at the time, I don't even know if I'd seen Alien yet when I saw this.
well, I saw Alien in theaters, so by the time this came around, I don't think I'd seen Alien yet either.
Yeah, and
I
like,
don't think so.
when
I
it's
had seen Alien before this movie came out.
on,
It'd be something if you hadn't.
yeah.
That'd be pretty wild.
No, I mean like
before this
came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw Alien when I was like 7 years old. My dad showed it to me way too young.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I hadn't seen Alien yet. I cannot. Curtis, I know you and I were talking about a little bit about this. I can't. One of the only things that I think is kind of bugs me when I watch this movie though is that the creature design, when it's head on, and it's doing its teeth thing, I'm like, that's just the xenomorph.
Yeah, they clearly tried so hard to get as far away from xenomorph as they could, but they wanted
literally just went, go this way instead of this way.
That's a good one. That's so true, dude. Because like besides the weird direction and then the fact that like it doesn't have the secondary mouth throat thing, right? Like
it's essentially
he wanted to do it. He wanted to do it so bad.
What's funny is like outside again. I think it's a lot in the way that they decide to quote unquote shoot it and then animate it is because you look at like those sketches or you see different shots of it. I'm like, that's a pretty new fucking Alien. Like it looks pretty unique. I don't think there's a lot that's been like that since that. You know, I remember this Alien as something that's very its own thing in my head.
Which is interesting because to me, I just think of it as like if any one of the filmmakers that have done an Alien movie were like, I want to put a flying xenomorph in my movie.
Yeah,
it's probably just this.
There is the Alien DNA in this movie, and that
very much.
Tui almost wrote Alien 3.
Right?
Did he really?
Yep.
Yes.
Holy
he
shit.
wrote. I mean, he did write versions of it that went somewhere. I can't remember the director who was attached to it at the time. But
that
the
thing-
stuff of his that stuck around is the Furyan stuff, like the planet in Alien 3 is like Fiora or something like that. But that whole idea kind of became what Riddick became and what Furia and the Furyan race became.
Which is
sort of deal.
what exactly?
Where Riddick is
We're gonna
from.
find out.
No, I know that. Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about this movie's a fucking comedy. When he discovers the blind spot, which is about an inch from its face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
right.
useless that information is. If I just get this far away from it,
Blind
it
spot.
can't see. Like, what the hell is that fucking helpful?
And then it doesn't help him at all.
no, it doesn't.
Then another
For
one
a
comes up
second,
behind
but then
it.
another one is great.
No, but you get that wonderful moment where he's like just doing this with it, right? Which I'm like, is it a blind spot then? Because it's literally just doing the same movements as you.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. It's,
Or maybe he's following its movements.
I think he
very
was
goofy.
It's wildly unhelpful. It's shit like that. Where I'm like, this is a fucking comedy. They know what they're doing.
How did those things survive underground? If this
That's
Eclipse
also my question.
only happens once every like a long
20 years.
20 years.
22 years.
How are those things surviving subterraneanly?
Or well, yes, and more importantly, they appear to have eaten everything on the planet. What is there left to eat?
Maybe they're a colonizing species. Maybe something brought them there.
But that doesn't answer my question. How they survive for 22 years?
They could just eat each other for inbreeding. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying these are good answers. I'm saying
They are answers.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they eat their poop.
Maybe they eat their
maybe
poop.
they eat their poop.
Then why
Maybe.
eat the people?
Why not?
You've been eating bugs
Fair
for 20 years.
Yeah. Like if
These are fair points.
If I put in front of you a plate of your own excrement
Go on.
or a steak, which one do you eat?
What kind of steak?
Your favorite.
Is it well done?
Yeah.
It's however
Yeah.
Austin likes it.
If it's well done, I'm going for the shit.
It's
That's soft and juicy, man.
it's
Probably.
it's market. It's the menu where it just says market price, right? You have no idea how much it costs, but you order it and you're like fingers crossed
Sure.
that I can afford this, right?
I don't know. How was the cow treated? What's the wine pair?
Why are we doing
What's
this?
the wine?
What did I do? What have I done? What have I done?
You should always know better.
What have I done? There's one oh I'm sorry.
I was going to say Keith David's in this movie.
Keith David.
Keith
he fucks
David.
so hard.
Is in this movie.
Imam walked so Stogar could run.
Yeah, and I love that then they bring him into like he is the bridge between the first one and
Yeah.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
And the Jack. I didn't understand the point of the gender reveal of Jack. Was that a period thing?
I'd
Yes,
say, I believe
the,
a period
blood was
thing.
attracting them.
Yeah.
I feel like the light and movement was also attracting them.
Probably
No,
got something to do with
Yeah.
it.
No,
I don't think we needed
when that happened,
subplot.
Maddie was like, "Wait a minute," and she's like, "Are they implying this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And she was just like, "Wow."
Yeah, Maddie, I agree with you.
That to me was like, that's just tasteless.
Reverse sleepaway.
Yeah.
Because
It's-
yes, but on top of that, it's like the blood thing doesn't really matter anyway.
It
So-
came and went
yeah.
as they needed. Like, it seemed like they were just following them because, like, they're very interesting. Like, if you're on a planet of nothing and there's a thing, you're gonna go, "What's that thing?" Like, I don't
Right.
need the plot device
right.
of
I know.
the blood. And then also sometimes they just weren't following them. Like,
Yeah.
when they didn't want it to be following Riddick, he's
Yeah.
just running around,
I know.
fixing up the ship. I'm like, I guess the aliens aren't here
Yeah.
now for some reason.
even though there's some seemingly millions of them.
Yeah,
right?
and you got lights on and shit. Like, if you have the only light on the planet, doesn't it seem to reason that they'd be like, "What's that thing?"
Yeah, and they fly,
Yeah.
so you
Yes.
can see it from high up.
Yeah. So I did not enjoy.
Well, they don't like light. Light hurts them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
that-
would still see it.
I think they'd still
I guess they'll see it.
investigate.
Sure, maybe.
yeah, I mean they investigate it otherwise, right?
Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
near the light otherwise. They just
Yeah.
don't. They just can't deal with it getting shined on them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Also, they don't really explain that all that well to me because it's like is it that light repels them? Is it like
Yeah.
that light kills them? Is it that certain kinds of light kills
Yeah.
them, other kinds of light doesn't?
How bright does light have to be? Yeah, there.
Is it UV? What the fuck's going on?
The lore was
Right?
not super fleshed out,
Whoa.
and yeah, on that,
Too many questions deep.
I did not enjoy the gender reveal. It felt unnecessary and
Exploitive for
yeah,
no reason.
not helpful.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they just recast her in the next movie.
Yeah.
like poor lady.
Wait, she gets recast in the next movie? Who's she in the next
Oh, yeah.
movie?
She's
Well,
like
Kyra.
Kyra is her.
Is
That's the
her.
same girl?
yes,
Fuck off,
same
really?
character.
It's the same
No.
character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's why
100%. That's
he
the
gets there. He's like, "Oh, Jack," and
What
she's
about
like,
Jack?
"I go by Kira now."
Keith David's like, well, she's in this.
Oh, I
In this
fucking
prison.
Crematoria.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Crematoria, unobtainium.
It's so good.
I did not catch that at all. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, same character.
That is some wild shit.
That is very fucking wild.
Like the
Yeah.
father-daughter thing that make the daughter hot and like weirdly into Vin Diesel.
Yes.
That's why Chronicles is like so uncool. It's cool.
Yes.
Like it's not to the point of being too fucking weird. It's off-putting yet. 'Cause
Okay.
that's what Riddick is, and the third one, in my
Oh,
opinion.
God.
It's too weird. It's off-putting.
Also, on that, like, fuck you, Peacock, because actually, after I watched Pitch Black, it started to autoplay Riddick.
Oh really?
The first time it did for me too, because I start and stopped this twice. First time it did roll into Riddick.
And I was like,
Really?
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
And they have Chronicles already?
Yes, because then I stopped it and I went, no, I'll watch the next one. So I went and found Chronicles. Then when Chronicles Riddick ended, it was like up next Pitch Black. I'm like, what are you doing?
That is absurd.
What is happening? Figure this out.
Oh, I had a thing where Peacock started like doubling the audio for some reason.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Peacock kind of blows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Like
It's
it was
not a
like
good
it was
app.
like it was both two tracks of audio were playing at like a 1 second delay. It was crazy.
What?
I had to refresh the whole thing. I was like, what
wild.
the fuck is happening?
I totally forgot that there is an animated short that
Yeah.
comes between Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick.
It's on the Blu-ray you got.
Get fucked.
It's on there.
Really?
Yeah.
How long is
Oh
it?
god, 35 minutes. We're gonna have to wrap this up. We gotta watch that now.
Yeah, you know what? This might for me be. You remember earlier? What movie were you talking about? Where you got to smooth out your brain and open your mouth and let it happen at you?
Boy
I
Kills
think,
World.
Yeah.
I think this might be in that.
I think the difference for me is that this is just already of me, right?
Okay.
This is what I already just do, right? Right.
You just have a portion of your brain is smooth, and that's where this.
I
links.
activate smooth for a moment, but Boy Kills World is like that needs some disclaimers. That really does because they do some cool ass shit.
Okay.
This
This does cool ass shit.
is probably I don't know.
Wow.
It's hard for me to try to it's hard for me to now navigate my own arguments at the moment, so I'm not even going to try.
What do you mean? What are you trying to argue?
Well,
with?
trying to decide whether or not that Pitch Black is better than Boy Kills World,
Oh,
and if
okay.
you need to activate smooth and mouth breathe for Pitch Black or not.
You do.
I don't think you need to.
As someone who watched it for the first time alone.
I think you only need
Yeah.
to, you need to activate one or the other. Maybe just smooth. I think you only need to activate smooth.
Not
Fair.
Slackjaw.
I think if I had watched this with you guys in a casual setting, I would have had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have watched it. We would have just sat here making fun of it.
Correct. That's what I mean. I would have had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I think watching it alone from a critical eye in terms of I'm going to be talking about this on a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's very little.
It also
to
disservice
enjoy.
to watch this movie after Event Horizon.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like high sci-fi, Event Horizon, and this is the lowest sci-fi you can probably get.
Yeah, because it is
I
fun
don't know.
schlock.
That one with John Travolta, Battlefield Earth.
That's high sci-fi. That's high sci-fi.
He's probably sci-fi.
That's high sci-fi. He's doing a whole
I'm sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you meant by high sci-fi.
Like high fantasy.
Yeah, high
versus,
yeah. I thought you meant like you were classifying as like
high class.
yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah.
like
No.
good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is not like a good bad spectrum thing. This is like how much lore and how much
Sure.
like, crap is
Yeah.
injected into this. And
Yeah.
this is like pretty straightforward. Everything is right here in front of you.
right here in front.
And also it's not like it doesn't seem to want to speak on anything, which is kind of what some sci-fi does. And this is just like, no, this is just
no,
it.
it's just a story.
Yeah,
It's just this.
it's a monster movie.
It's just a monster
more
movie.
more than it's sci-fi, in my opinion.
It does-
this first one, and then Chronicles. Boy, they pivot hard.
and just lay that fucking lore on me.
yeah, they're like Space Lord of the Rings, big army and insane shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. Pitch Black does do something that really affected me as a kid when I saw this, and I forgot about it until I watched it last night or the other night, and remembered this is a thing that happens, and that's that they kill Carolyn, Rhoda Mitchell.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember being a kid and not expecting that, right?
Sure.
Expecting her to live, right? And expecting like there to be, it ends with her and Riddick being the only two that live, and they get off and they go off and have romance, right?
Yeah.
That's what me at like 8 or 9, whatever this came out, and I saw it, assumed was going to happen.
Of course.
And when it didn't, that was like, I remember that being like the first time that I acknowledged that it's like, oh, they'll fucking kill people, right? They'll fucking like somebody that you care about, they will take that from you.
Yeah.
And watching it the other night, I was like, yeah, that's still kind of effective.
It really is. I think it
Yeah.
works, and it's very interesting. I wrote this down too because since the last time I watched this, I learned about why the ending of Deep Blue Sea is the way it is. In that they tested that movie with Saffron Burrows surviving, and much of the test scores came back, we don't like that character. So they killed her.
interesting.
They went back and fucking killed that character.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Funny.
And so I'm like,
Can you
did they-
imagine
did
being
they
the
Deep Blue
actress?
Sea, Rhoda Mitchell in this? And that because she's a very, I think,
She's an
performance
interesting character.
notwithstanding, very interesting, complicated
Yeah.
character. She almost kills everybody out the gate.
Yeah.
That's like her thing. I almost sacrificed all of you.
I would.
It's
I,
like,
I felt nothing. I was like, yeah, fuck them. Your ship's crazy. Fuck them.
yeah.
I get it.
So like, there's a world. I don't think it happened this way, but it felt like she got Deep Blue Seed, where she's just not likable enough in the end. So
What
you
I-
have to
I love that.
kill her off.
That must be so hard to get that call after you think you wrapped, and they're like, "Hey, we have one more scene to shoot." You're like, "Oh, okay, we got to pick up something. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
a pickup."
Yeah, there's been a rewrite. You get carried off by a pterodactyl now. What? And then Riddick says to me, "No, you mean a horrible death."
No.
You're gone.
I'm in. The contract says I'm in 3 sequels.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We've spoken. Should we just talk about the diesel?
I wanted to say, like I think Riddick, just generally, like as a character, I think is a really strong character.
That's why this movie still sticks around.
Yeah.
That's why we have obviously the sequels. But like I think that is 100% why this is at all of any relevance.
Yeah, and it will make
Because of Vin Diesel?
Because of both the character and
The
Vin Diesel.
character of Riddick?
Yeah,
Yes.
because like he makes interesting weird choices. Like the whole like I'm just gonna fucking leave all of you, right? He gets to the ship, he's literally about to leave. Mm-hmm. He has no qualms with leaving everybody, and then has to deal with somebody shows up, right? And he's like, all right, you guys figured it out. I'll help you a little bit, right? There's something about that that's really compelling to me.
Yeah, that character I think is the hook of the movie. That's why it has any like objective interest. And then why it, I think has any why we're sitting here talking about it is probably because of Vin Diesel.
Yeah, did not
Largely.
know who he was fucking with.
He apparently he didn't like that line. Didn't want to do it.
Well, that line is the only quote that I wrote down in this movie. So Vin Diesel remains stupid. Sorry.
Which part was that?
When he tears apart one of the creatures and goes, "Did not know who it was fucking with."
Yeah, it is magic. It's electric when that happens. Electric. Just inject that into my fucking eyeballs.
Jess, look, I fight with Jess on this all the time.
Jess, you're
I
right.
truly, just like Stallone, I truly believe Diesel was a good and interesting actor at a certain point. And
Yes.
this was right on his come up, right? This is just before Fast and Furious, which I think you and I are the leaders of this fan train, the most electric performance in cinema history.
100%.
Definitely. But like this is right before that. And you get it, man. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but I fucking get
The
it.
charisma that comes out in Riddick is so unexpected sometimes because he's doing it one way, kind of like stoically and this rogue who you can't fuck with, and then out of nowhere he's like, "That's cool though," and you're like, "What? Where did that come from?"
Yeah.
It's because he's just got family running through his blood. He just can't help
Yeah.
it. He knows that the Coronas are waiting.
And I think that was part of probably what held me back on really diving into the character of Riddick is that exact reason. I think the character was written so dark and moody and dangerous and scary, but because Vin Diesel is just inherently charismatic, that breaks through and it creates that weird thing for me where I kind of didn't know.
Yeah, like who are you?
What
Like, why
to
are you
do
being
with
weird
it.
sometimes?
Yeah.
I think the word that you guys are looking for is douchebag tool. Maddie's exact words when the film during the middle of Chronicles of Riddick last night was, she's like, wouldn't it be great if like we could just go back in time and they had just fired him? And I was
from
like,
this film?
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, from the
Fantastic.
movie. She goes, no, from the Earth.
Wow.
And I was like, she's like, yeah, like maybe like after like Fast 4.
Oh,
and she's
got
like,
it.
no, Fast 6. After Fast 6, just fire him from Earth. We don't need him anymore. We don't need him anymore. She goes,
Do
he
Riddick
doesn't
in
need to be
space."
Groot.
yeah.
She's like, anybody could have done Groot. And I
No,
was
he
like,
does not need to be Groot at all.
I don't think he needs to be Groot. You need that Vin Diesel grit.
No.
You need it.
No, you get to find it. And many wonderful people to be Groot. Fuck it. And then he tried to pass off that he did the baby Groot voice. Go fuck off. Obviously pitched up. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I feel like they just had him come in for like one day for the all of the movies and series.
Yes,
right?
yes. yes.
He came in once.
He had
in
to do like one day.
or the late 2010s, right? To just do all of them
to
at
do all
once.
of it.
Yeah.
But at some point he was trying to say that he did the baby Groot voice. I'm like, he didn't.
I wish they could have gotten
Stuff.
like Gilbert Godfrey to do "I Am Groot."
Oh,
Fundamentally damaged.
that'd be so great. James Gunn could make that work.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
No, I don't have strong feelings about Vin Diesel, but yeah, I think he did a very good job in this movie. I agree. I agree. I think there was a time where he was a very capable actor. I think before he became a star, and he was focused on the acting of it, he can act. I think once he became a star, his weird ego shit, and then he's constantly thinking about his like brand, and then it just fucked everything. Because now
That's why I'm so excited for Riddick 4.
I'm glad that they finally announced it just before we do this episode.
Just yesterday.
Like they've been
Just so
teasing it.
beautiful.
so
poetry.
goddamn locked in.
Yeah,
Plugged
you
right
are
in.
just into the zeitgeist. He's been dangling that piece of like old moldy steak in front of us for a long time about how we're gonna get this movie, and now finally,
Yeah.
it's like more than just Vin Diesel being like, "You're gonna get it one day.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it one day."
Because he also, what was that cop movie he did where he was actually really good? That was around here too.
He did
The pacifier?
that movie.
You thinking about-
For what that movie is,
You think about
pretty good.
His performance in Saving Private Ryan?
No, he did. He has a goatee in this movie. Right?
Blight?
Right, Lucas?
Bright? What's it called?
Blight.
What's it called?
He's
Bright?
not in Bright.
Oh, that came out not that long ago.
I know it's a cop movie. End of watch?
Hold please.
No, I think Lucas
Police
is saying
Academy.
around like 99.
Around this time after this, he did like Knock Around Guys, which is like an ensemble piece. Then he did. It's called Man something like not. It's Man on Fire.
Man-
Yes.
Something like what you said.
What is it?
Man meat?
Something like what you said.
Do you feel like I do?
Man Apart.
Man Apart.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember watching this in
2003.
theaters.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You okay?
Somehow
Is that you?
I farted. Somehow it smells like a pumpkin, like the inside of a pumpkin, like pumpkin guts. I don't know why.
Christ Almighty.
I have no idea. It's just my body just preparing. It's ready, right?
For pumpkin
it's just,
season?
It's the stasis is occurring, right? We're almost there. We're almost there.
There is a thing that I just, from my very limited knowledge of Riddick, having it auto-started. And I'm excited to see what happens with the new one. But, like, from the ending of Chronicles of Riddick to the openings of Riddick, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. It's. I don't want to ruin anything for you.
I mean, it's fascinating. They're like, no, he's got to be a rogue on the
I
run.
know.
I actually haven't seen Riddick, so I would kind of appreciate it. I can't
fair.
believe I don't want spoilers, but I don't want spoilers.
I'm literally talking about opening minute.
Yeah, I mean, the second you start it, you'll be
Because
like,
I was in the
oh.
bathroom and it started playing and I came out and he was not in the position that he's in at the end
Austin,
of Chronicles.
You need
And
to
I'm like,
watch the first 30 minutes of that
oh
movie.
God,
If you can.
Is that all I have to watch?
I think you should.
Can you
and
just
then
tell
if you
me the
wanna
rest?
quit, I'll tell you the rest.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think Chronicles of Riddick. I think that ending rules so hard. I love it so much.
It is.
really
I will
like it.
I will give it the ending. The ending is the best part of the movie.
Can
I
we-
really, really did not enjoy that movie.
Sure.
I did not find it interesting. I did not care about the lore. I thought it was just.
Well, can we talk for a second about the fact that Linus Roche,
Oh yeah.
an actual cultist,
What are you talking
has
about?
been a cult leader
What
in
i-
now 2 movies?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The guy who goes out and incinerates himself on the
Yes,
planet.
yes.
That actor is the same actor who plays the cult leader in Mandy.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
In real life,
shows
he's
his
the
ding-ding?
leader of a cult.
Really?
Yes.
It's not that weird sex one, the NXZVT one, is it?
Why are you immediately going to that one?
I don't know.
Nexium?
Yeah.
No, not Nexium.
I don't know, because that's the only other cult I know of that's like modern.
I have no.
Can't
I don't
remember what
even know.
I looked
yeah.
this. I looked this up to like see if it was because I'd heard that room before. See if it was true, and it is true.
I didn't
Can't
know
remember
he's-
what it's called, but he was like because he was a celebrity, right? He got so much fundraising for the thing. So like a leader.
I didn't realize he was like a leader. I thought he was just a member.
And then I don't know if he still is. I
What's
don't
his
know.
name? We need to get to the bottom. of
Linus?
this.
Linus Roach. It's not the easiest thread to pull at,
No.
but it's there. But yeah, so funny that he just
Yeah, it just.
gonna do that in a couple of movies.
Hey, I'm in one of those.
I know these. I
Yeah.
know. Then he's also Thomas Wayne. I don't know.
Right.
In Nolan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's wild. Pitch Black.
Pitch Black.
Is that the movie?
Oh, this is hard. You're right. This is too hard to pull at.
I think the only other thing that I like clocked that is really like maybe worth talking about, and that could just be like the budget of it all, but how kind of low tech this movie is.
In terms of.
Like how sci-fi, as far as sci-fi movies go,
Uh-huh.
like the tech in this movie feels all very like low tech. What's going
Fair.
on?
I kind of liked it though.
I do too.
I liked the tech. Yeah, I always like that because Alien did that. I kind of like the like low tech future sci-fi
Yeah,
thing.
same.
It gives it this really grounded sheen, and I feel like I could live in the world a little better.
Right.
But then CGI happens, and I'm like, oh, that's right. It was 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing their best.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Doing their best.
Yeah. Like it's pretty exciting when the movie opens. We get a pretty good shot of that ship in space. You're
Yeah.
like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ship in space.
The opening rips. That whole first, like, it just like I really appreciate it just starting. Like
Yeah.
now a ship is crashing.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
I think it's a well structured script. Even
I
if
agree.
it falls apart, it's like I see the appeal here.
Yes.
I see what we're trying to get at.
100%.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the script for me isn't the problem as much as the direction of it all. Just a lot of those cuts. I'm like,
It's a lot.
why are we cutting so many times?
Yeah.
It's time to rate this bitch.
It's time to rate that.
I think so.
I'll give this film 20 menthol cools with a K. Because that's what this movie is. Cool with a K.
How many Ks?
Just the single
Perfect.
or 20.
That's the perfect amounts.
Because I also love, we talked about this briefly, like sci-fi that's at some point in the future or just far enough away, but they're all still mentioning really basic Earth shit, like menthol cools, or there's a whole bunch of that in these. It's like, wait, how do you guys know about this weird Earth shit? I don't know. But it's still a delight. I saw this one pretty soon after it came out, and it's by no means the masterpiece my smooth childlike brain held it up to be at the time, but I can't tell you that I don't fucking love it still.
I give this film one drugged up shot to the eyeball.
Oh, that scene was rough.
Apparently he wanted to actually inject his eyeball. That's Cole Hauser for
What a
you.
fucking psychopath. Yes, that scene was rough for me to watch. Like this movie. No, it's fine. It's not. It doesn't make me violently angry. I just found myself a little underwhelmed and unenthused. I would gladly watch it again with my boys anytime, but for a private viewing, it's never gonna happen.
Do you want to put you can watch it in 4K.
Only if all four of us are present.
The 4K looks pretty fucking
We're
good.
gonna
really
get
good.
2
Fuck, it
bottles
looks
of
great.
nice whiskey and watch it.
Yes.
One bottle filled with gasoline, though.
Yeah.
We just
In case
pass
they
them around.
come.
I give this movie one really stupid pair of goggles.
That looks so stupid.
Because
Especially at the end where he's like,
they look stupid, and this movie is mostly stupid. but I kind of fucking love it because it's so stupid.
That's the sweet spot, baby.
Yeah.
How much he rips them off. And
I know, dude.
Goggle Foo is so fucking
Chronicles of Riddick.
Goggle foo.
It's just like boom, and it's always like this.
Leave him off. You got the contacts. Leave him off.
I'm gonna give Pitch Black one sideways xenomorph because they tried.
Amen.
Showcast approved.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I was very nervous we were gonna have to do a whatever the tiebreaker is for this.
Yeah, how does that? Have we ever? We've only had that happen once, right?
We've never had it happen.
We haven't.
Nope.
I thought we had it
Because
happen
we've never
once.
had to come up with a situation to make it work. And in my brain, it's always come down to, all right, the one of us who is most advocating for it versus the one of us who is least advocating for it must give their final arguments, and then someone has to move their vote. That's the best idea.
Maybe,
Wow.
Maybe from the Discord.
Anyway, it is approved!
Henceforth.
And that is the end of...
Space horror. Alien, I barely know him. I need my space, man.
See, we're going to make you get sick of saying your own title.
I
Then you said
am.
a silly-ass thing.
It worked. I am.
It means we're on to some fucking awards, baby.
It's awards time.
awards time.
It is awards time.
I wrote him down.
I'm
a
not
good
there's-
little boy.
There's one award that I'm admittedly not totally prepared for.
There's one that I don't think has a really great deserving winner.
I think we're talking about maybe the
Best
same award.
screenplay. I don't know. We're starting with screenplay since we
We're
did it last
starting
time.
with screenplay. Great.
Yeah,
I don't think I realized that was one of them.
we did it last time, and we didn't do it the time before.
Yes.
So I'm
My
just gonna keep
vote is for Event Horizon. I think from a screenplay perspective, that's the best and most interesting.
valid. I'm gonna say Pitch Black. It sounds so fucking smooth brain to say
Yeah,
that.
you're damaged.
Because again, it's I see the inherent value to this
You're high on the
particular
aliens.
story, and I think the stuff about especially Event Horizon that I like most about it has little to do with its story or its plot.
Fair.
I agree.
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black?
No.
Oh, okay.
I believe you'd be next, right?
Oh, I already
is.
said Event Horizon.
I agree.
Event Horizon.
Oh,
2
God.
votes for Event Horizon.
What was your movie again? I'm blanking.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks.
Yeah, I don't know about
I don't think there's a
screenplay.
script there.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I think I have to give it to Event Horizon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about
difficult.
screenplay on that one.
So difficult.
That was the first one I wrote off. I was like, well, no, it doesn't win.
Best Actress?
So I'm not gonna lie. This
Yeah.
one felt a little bit weird because, like, when I was thinking back, and I was like, we did not pick a movie that has a single strong female lead.
Like any good material. Like even quantity-wise.
Right,
Not a lot
right.
of material
So
for women.
I have my vote,
I have mine as well.
and it's a weird vote.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the vote goes to Glenn Close
I was my
Yeah.
runner-up. I almost went that way too.
because when she is on screen in Mars Attacks, which is not, she's underutilized.
Correct.
She is magic.
Yes. I give my vote to Radha Mitchell.
okay.
'Cause, again, we did not have meaty female roles. She had probably the biggest, so I give it to her.
Rod is listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Honey!
She needs
They're
it.
talking about me.
She. It's weird. She didn't stick around that much. I mean, she had
Yeah, she did
Couple-
Silent Hill.
couple. Yeah, I know Silent Hill. This couple decent run in the early 2000s. And
Yeah.
then faded away. But I want her to come back.
Best Actress, I'm going to give to Suzanne Snyder in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Woo!
I like her as a performer. There's not a lot for her to do in that film, but I like watching her. Like watching her in fucking Night of the Creeps. I think she is a good actor. And I liked it.
I am going to give it to Glenn Close.
Hell yeah.
Suck it.
Best actor.
I mean, how about the actor who did 2 roles?
I mean, it goes
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, it was a toss up between Jack Nicholson and Sam Neill for me, but like Jack
he did
Nicholson.
2 roles. That's double what anyone else did.
And also, just like, I mean, I think objectively speaking, right? Like, you put every actor in all of the movies that we just watched together, none of them are, even together, come close to being as impressive as Jack Nicholson.
No,
I mean,
never. But
he's
the
just
one
such
who's
magic.
repulsing everybody with his sheer acting talent is Vin Diesel.
I hate
mean,
you.
He absolutely.
I knew
I
you'd
knew you were
pick
going to
this.
do this.
Vin Diesel
You're all hopped up on Riddick. You had
Carries this movie.
You had 6 hours of Riddick. You got brain rot.
carries it.
You got
You got
brain rot.
Furyan brain rot.
Yeah, his brain's fucking boiling.
Yep. Vin Diesel gets it for me.
This is what happens when you have COVID. You just,
Maybe.
Is this post-COVID world?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just Vin Diesel.
You guys are
Next
nuts
time.
because Sam Neill deserves it. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
That is beyond fair.
It is, but I just I can't. Honestly, dude, you put like Jack Nicholson against anybody, I'm always
yeah.
going to be Jack Nicholson.
Best actor, maybe alive still.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
phenomenal.
Can't believe he's still with us.
Oh, yeah.
Best director.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Me too. I also gave it just because, like, visually, that movie. I think part of what makes it such magic has a lot to do with the direction.
Paul W.S. Anderson also for me. Yes.
Yep.
Mhm. It really is. That's his movie.
It really is truly his movie, and he did a great job.
Yeah.
Why is this not coming up for me? Thank
Runner up
you.
Kyoto's. Really
Yeah,
wanted
definitely
to-
Kyoto's.
I think Stephen Kyoto for me though.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
Kyoto's, yeah. I mean, again, it's such a thing
The whole
because
reason
of
they're
them.
there.
It's the whole reason we talk about it.
Yeah. Best kill.
The human puppet in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, that is good. Mine goes to The Martians. The Slim Whitman singing makes me
Oh.
laugh every time.
it is
I
great. Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's really
just
great.
the like, and just like, oh, I love it. It's great.
I'm going with President Jack Nicholson and Mars Attacks. Because that one fucked me up as a kid.
Same.
Seeing him die and like that. And also, I didn't like that character anyway, but those are weird feelings for a kid to have all at once.
Yes.
And it's still very weird to me. And so, but the thing coming through his chest.
Yeah, me too. It fucked me up a little
And
bit.
Nicholson's such a good performer.
That movie fucked me up a little bit.
It does, right?
It really
I know.
did.
Not so gruesome, but I think really creative. The shadow puppet.
That was
Killer
my
Clowns.
runner-up.
Oh,
so
fuck yeah.
good.
That's my runner-up.
So
Yeah.
good.
That actually, all three of excuse me, I had 4 in mind. Those were the first 2. The third was the head getting punched off in Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
4th was when that dude in Pitch Black illuminates everything by like bursting the flames
Dude.
and then gets torn in half.
Dude, that shot's good.
It's good. Yeah.
I was like, this shot fucks.
This rules.
I'll give the movie
That part
this
rules,
shot.
yeah.
It's great.
That brings us to Best Picture.
Well,
What a-
Austin, these were your themes. You
Yes.
should go first or last, whichever.
I'll go
wherever you
first,
want.
and I'm going to pick my movie, Event Horizon.
Okay. That's the wrong choice, but it's okay.
I am going to pick Event Horizon.
Hey! Cody thinks it's the wrong choice.
Would you like to
But I
go
think it's a
before
good
me, or
choice.
we-
Yeah,
Okay.
because I also picked Event Horizon.
I think you're all wrong. It is clearly the obvious right answer is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The obvious right answer.
Best Picture, baby.
Yeah. I will. I think I would watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think I will go on to watch that film more in my lifetime than I do any of the other films that we
That's
watch.
where I came down on too.
Fair.
I was like, which of these am I going to watch more? And I think somehow it ends up being Event Horizon.
I think Event Horizon's probably a close second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still lingers, man. It's
They're
still-
both great. I'm happy with both of them.
With Mars Attacks being a close third.
Yes.
And admittedly, there might be a world of me convincing myself that I'm happy I bought the 4K of Pitch Black.
Yeah.
There might be a
course.
world that I'm convincing myself.
You're going to watch
I'm
that
happy about it.
animated short a little bit later?
I am. I'm going to watch
Yeah.
all the fucking Blu-ray features.
You're going to look
great.
at it in 2 years and be like, all right.
I'll
could
donate it to Cinephile.
Yeah.
Just
know.
we'll have a night called Pitch Black Out, and
No, that's when a bottle goes through my television screen.
But that's how it ends.
and then we finally make our P corner.
Wow. What a delight, boys.
What a delight. That was fun.
What
So
a
we're-
time. What a fun time in space.
I believe now
Senor Lucas.
it is Lucas's turn.
Oh my god, this is so much pressure. I'm very excited.
How long have you been thinking of?
Since we
Yeah.
incepted the idea. of
How long have
doing
you had
themes.
had it
since,
settled?
Since about a week after, I would say.
You spilled the beans to me very quickly.
Yeah, I was too excited.
And I was immediately
I got too
like,
excited.
fuck yeah.
All right.
And we are going to do. Oh my goth! and gothic horror, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now, just for
I don't know what the
for
those are.
for posterity's sake, do you want to?
How do you classify?
Yeah,
And
it?
I am classifying this as like classic goth.
Okay.
So we're in a good world.
like give me an example of like
more.
So-
but with maybe
he's-
your first film?
My first film will kind of be the guiding light on this, and
Okay.
I'm torn between two, and I hope the other one gets picked. But I did a coin flip today, and we are going to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula.
You spill the beans on that to me too.
Fuck yeah.
Very excited. And
Oh,
that
buddy.
means that I am going to now go into my Amazon cart and finally buy that 4K.
Oh wow, I've had that one for a minute.
I have like a fucking dope like DVD set that they released years ago.
Sure.
But not the 4K. I need the 4K because I've heard the 4K is
It's really
one of
great.
those
It's
magic
amazing.
Maybe I
ones.
need the 4K.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
Do you want me to text you every time a 4K sale happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Shout's doing one right now.
Yeah, it's 50% off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Text me that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also
but
text me that.
beware.
I know.
Beware.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
No
because it's this is toxic. I was talking to Maddie about it the other day. She goes, "Yeah, it's because fucking you and Curtis feed off of each other.
Yeah, I know.
One of you buys something, the other one buys it too."
Yeah, you gotta both have it.
I want it. You just mentioned a movie. I bought it.
It's only children syndrome.
Yeah, it really.
Yes, it really is.
probably is.
So
Holy
maybe
shit.
we'll all watch our own copies of Bram Stoker's Dracula
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
for the next episode of this show with Oh My God.
The
Oh my
introductory
God.
of Sweet Lucas's.
Yeah, this was actually inspired when we were talking about the new Crow, and someone had said like, "I feel like we forgot what goth is," and so I wanted a quick refresher.
time to
remind
bring it
people
back.
what goth is.
Fantastic.
Whatever they're calling this version of goth, it's not appropriate. It's wrong.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like the Crow's not involved in this thing. That's not gothic horror, really. I mean, it's not really.
I wouldn't
it's
say
not really a
this
horror
is-
movie
I wouldn't
either,
say
so
it's horror.
This is up to Luke. This is up to Lucas.
I mean, sometimes you don't do horror movies on this show, so that's an argument. But no,
Sometimes you're an idiot.
The Crow is not a horror movie.
Yeah,
and neither
in
is
this-
The Devil.
I think in this theme, this is more classical goth.
Yeah. We're talking castles.
Okay, so you want like
Castles,
old school
romance,
castles, romance.
darkness.
So you want period movies.
Or something that works.
Okay.
in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited to see what movies we pick.
I am too.
Because I have the most goth movie ever created in my mind to pick, which I will shield and hold in my heart until we get there.
Very exciting.
Wow. Wow, what an exciting things to come, guys. I hope you're enjoying this, and join us next time. Until then, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow, rate, review.
Can you
Sign
sound
up for our
sexier
Patreon.
when you do this?
Sign up for our Patreon, rate, review,
Oh yeah.
and tell your friends so we can get more people to listen to this podcast.
It's not.
Until next
I
time,
hope the listeners can understand.
bye, everybody.